dream chaser story. If I but what a dream but what a dream chaser story. If I acted a bit
This question. I'd probably choose to ask the bloodhounds to cease their...
It seems illegal stowaways are... He sold his kids to... With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the bloodhounds send him back home.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a... Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? As to your choice, I once again offer mine. And the story this time. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally...
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a
stray bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's...
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably, by the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments.
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmonies, limitations, and predicament. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But if Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, with each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March?
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking, but the fact that she is also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish...
I can't believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. Because we must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, during these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, and it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely
It sounds...
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in every... Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awake. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly...
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity, but unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves, the want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know. But
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless. But weirdly, when Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories and a dream bubble, so I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery.
I don't know much about dream bubbles.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feel... Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to... The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that mask. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time.
All right, but there are doors all over the place.
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but... Let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on your...
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. And the room on the other side was the toy room. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I...
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't... Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we...
Yeah, then... TikTok. I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird?
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors?
Could you tell us more about the Compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever they're...
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always...
Huh? Oh, weird. I...
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Mikhail, that's the name? Now, so who is he talking to?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the...
Anything special about
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa?
But we haven't heard anything about the watchmaker having descendants. Could you tell us more about your grandpa?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been... I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is.
The water resembles a precious jewel, and every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath...
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite... He often said that those moments felt like return...
Yeah. I'm not an elder. I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul, even though the other side of the sea remains.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain, and back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say,
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his...
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life. Could this be some sort of metaphor?
I'm sorry. I don't know, but perhaps I'll remember more. I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
We've overdone it!
The atmosphere in this room feels...
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky, you're here!
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the book. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, to ensure that everyone had land to settle on that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure...
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He said that he knew the crew on the train. And that...
A train?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventures. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd avenge the distant sound of a train whistle.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah, I think...
this is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find.
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious.
Hey, the shape.
Looks like we're just one step from.
This is it. This is my... While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop here. I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams,
So, this building.
Yes, but this dream bubble itself...
Looks like you've remembered.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
March, do you remember when she mentioned the clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed...
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name, the Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Esdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision, although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Oh, come on, stop joking at a moment like this. We've come this far. Surely.
In that case, the vote stands at, then let's proceed together to the end of this stream. Until...
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of trail...
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony.
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more...
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights at... We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenged, make sure to send an invitation.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clock?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks.
Yes, but when I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's what...
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day it was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy. And the watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again.
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon.
Well, there might might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Please stay tuned. 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 We need a strategy. Please stay tuned. Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Lensing support.
It's time.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
That's all you got?
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
By the order of the 10, execute the Marastruck!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's improvise.
Commencing support.
Do you admit this crime?
Before our paths diverge, savor the shared journey. Before our paths diverge, savor the shared journey.
Oh, is that a stain?
Time to waste money, buddy! Tick-tock! Oh boy! I've eaten too much this time!
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end?
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, we've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Pen. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to.
However, the same applies to the Order. There's a desire to dream, to slumber and escape. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon.
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's...
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave, because one of the lines said, I'll experience death
3 times? This can't be serious.
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then.
The most terrible form?
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Fire?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, that's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life. People die. And I am no exception. Death is like a script. A fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah, not just those nameless, Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but... Then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, and here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit it becomes a... Have you lost your sense?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the... The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that... Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face.
Well, congratulations on that. By the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavilis.
Quite...
She...
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice in
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to...
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that as long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents... In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time...
When will this rain?
Perhaps... when...
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the Nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree.
Bioris Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the...
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmin.
Holy wobble. Boo, now this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what.
Time is running. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lord.
Think it over carefully. You can only use...
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... They're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. An IPC stuff. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who...
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected.
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. Of course. You're still as clever as you were. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad, but...
And not only that, the entire theater is...
Yeah, I wonder how many tickets...
Let's explore around...
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
The atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Sound window.
Yikes! They scared the life out. What? You're.
Are these puppets part of this?
Yeah.
Something feels.
There's no other grand.
So Sunday's messing with us?
My apologies for the delay. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, history is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Within it, naturally. Let us commence with the dawning. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Anna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys and the sun rose. Strike the black keys and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
Yeah.
Stream forward, gleam of old blades.
forth, gleam of old blades. Stream forth, gleam of old blades. forth, gleam of old blades. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Yeah. Huh.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Sound lingers.
Yeah.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Yeah.
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner world. This act is named Ode to Prisoner. Given the atmosphere here,
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my recent trailblazing.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades. Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
This place was once
In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle.
We've shattered the cages and expelled
It's true
the
that
guards.
Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation.
Thank you for staying here, honorable travelers.
The three nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
Let's build another prison, not within the physical.
Once again, as Donna was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than living for it.
I hope you like this land of freedom.
As you can see, their sentences have long ended, and the IPC guard freedom permeates every corner, except fragile souls.
Prisoners, this is my order. Look.
Hey, why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Can we hold everyone back again? There's more to life.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
I can do this! Give me strength!
Don't worry, it's just as great.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Free will on the still waters of oblivion.
No one can restrain you anymore.
Thus concludes the first act.
This must be how Penacony was constructed. However, it appears that Sunday...
This show is a bit too... These puppets... Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
train.
Ode to Fool. This.
The surroundings are different from before.
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced land of the exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it. The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
Welcome to this mansion, dear.
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own.
We are the pillars of this
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
Because Master shaped you from clay, but forged me from fire. I'm superior to you.
led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major lineages, did Penacony earn its new name, the Land of the Dreams.
Dear outside. I wish.
This is the second.
But this new master.
Perhaps this is the truth Sunday is trying to express.
Looks like we've got a.
Either I shall.
This puppet isn't. This puppet isn't.
Without a master.
Master is no longer. Master is no longer here.
Master! Master! Master.
I shall sing for my new.
Once I. My former master. Thank you, dear. Heed me, cast aside.
Get ready. Looks like another.
The sky's journey. Collapse. At the end. The first months now on the rising sun.
Mother will be swept away by the wind.
So devils, I'll crush them all!
Again. Matter.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Hold everyone back again! There's more to life.
Still waters of oblivion.
I'm scared.
Stay.
Protect me.
Don't worry.
Memories
Just as
are
great.
beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Some value, I
Again. Destined for oblivion.
Give me strength.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
remain in the dark.
Existence is unity. Still waters of oblivion.
Hold everyone!
Destiny isn't chosen.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alas, they remain. Thus conclude.
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmony, the land of the exile.
This guy really loves dramatic scenes. Bet he comes from a whole lineage of stage performers. This guy is really into these puppets. Oh, I get it now. The last...
And the atmosphere here.
This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and present of Penacony, hoping that my desire for change resonates within you. And now, I shall... I'll reveal its future to you.
Stream forth, gleam of old flames. forth, the gleam of old blades.
Responsibility for the people.
If the people lack foresight, we will make choices on their behalf and bear the responsibility.
Without a king, who shall protect the weak and stand against
We
the
shall
mighty?
support one another, protecting the weak and standing
Stream
against
forth,
the mighty.
the gleam of old blades.
Without a king, who shall govern the movement of stars? The ebb and flow of tides?
Everything followed its natural course, and so it shall continue even after the king's departure.
Stream forth, the gleam of old
But after the king's departure,
We no longer have need for a king, for we have become kings of all things.
stream forth, the gleam of old blades. Make a wish.
Hey, aren't we?
Perhaps we'll need.
So.
Farewell, former king.
How did it go? You can't.
My apologies.
Let our greed
Prepare for battle.
descending from infinite silence. I converse more consequences swept away by the winds. Or seek my existence. For the contours of my mind shall
Free will, or was it fickle? Still waters of oblivion.
Scared?
Stay put!
Protect me, please.
Don't worry, it's just a script.
So devils! I'll crush them all!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
There's more to life.
Destined for oblivion.
I can do this!
Get them!
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
On the still waters of oblivion.
In the hushed expanse of a nocturnal river, what is mine shall wane.
This is the final scene. It's much more straightforward. Let's go. Once this stage play.
They imbued the world with meaning, perfecting all things, and yet all beings cried out to Enna. Under the bed, thus, on that day,
This grand theater looks totally.
Everyone, get ready.
Sounding.
Make a wish.
that marked the seventh day. Cheers and chants reverberated in the That concludes everything related to the Order. What are your reflections on this, my dear Get? Nevertheless, this is but a trivial blip in the annals of galactic history. What true, you've arrived at the perfect moment. The Charmony Festival is about to commence. Allow me to extend my warmest welcome once more. Welcome to Penacony Theater. And the very place where the future of Penacony Your unwavering faith in the Trailblaze is true goodness can only be achieved through faith.
Allow me to point out that falling into a permanent slumber is not happiness, especially when those...
Do you still believe that the Order only seeks to control the universe as their puppet, Himiko?
No matter how perfect your vision of paradise may be, a cage remains a cage.
People will never achieve true happiness in a world like that. They would just be toys for the Eon.
It seems you have misunderstood my intentions. Allow me to clarify. My desire is not to resurrect a fallen Eon, or become one myself. My sole objective is to create a paradise free from Eons, where the Order ensures the dignity and happiness of all humanity.
That's not the case. If people are to live with dignity, there must be nothing and no one above them. In your so-called paradise, you would be the one reigning supreme.
Looks like we won't be able to convince each other. Now that our conflict has been destined, however, before the prelude to the future begins, please take a moment to ponder the question. Is darkness equal to daylight? Are sinners equal to the righteous? If you are born weak, which god should you turn to for solace?
Will be swept away by the wind.
The cosmos.
Say bye to breathing. Stand still. Grace and elegance. May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Destiny is apparent.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength.
So this is the warmth of life.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Say bye to breathing. Stand still.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Relax. May as well kill him. Petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Enjoying yourself?
Protect me, please.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Ill tidings manifest.
Stand still.
I'm scared.
Stay put.
waters lies an endless abyss.
What do you want to know?
Grace and existence is unity. Give me strength. So this is the warmth of life.
So devils, I'll crush them all.
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Some value, I suppose.
I already know your decision. I now permit you to gaze into the sun. On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful strings of harmony are at my disposal. The supreme tuner, harmonious choir, Dominicus! Lost souls, come and meet your master.
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charmony Festival is to usurp it?
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Ill fate is dead.
Sound noisy.
Pretend even as you will.
Disorderly noise.
Why is it receptive as you are? Answer this. Why could the harmony and the order merge into one?
Stand still.
Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Existence is unity. I'm feeling like there's another world in front of my eyes.
It's the power of tuning.
Because neither side could tolerate discord.
Attribution will find you.
Disorderly noise.
Didn't hurt. Enjoying yourself? Relax. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind. I'm scared.
Stay put.
Give me strength.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
So devils, I'll crush them all.
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Danhun?
Radiant spirits, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! Are you alright? Can you hear me? Do you... Kind of. It was General Ching Yu in any case, since you remember what happened just now. It's a long story. Simply put, Don Hum used the Jade Abacus of that, and then we returned to reality. Look, this is your... Everyone else has also returned from the dreamscape. Himeko and the rest are at the lobby discussing matters with the general.
Not going to come chat with me? Sleepyhead.
That voice. Is that Black Swan?
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, we meet again, Sleepyhead.
What's Miss Black Swan doing here?
Nothing, Miss March. I noticed she was awake and wanted to check to see how she was doing. Though the strike from the General was timely, its destruction was also immense. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf. Thankfully, I managed to get everyone...
Oh, so that's what happened! Thank you, Miss Black Swan!
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious memories vanish.
Of course not. But...
Why would you think that? I've never harbored any ill intentions.
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Hung first. Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
You're awake? Well, fork me. You must be that's...
I didn't mention it.
Partner, you got it all wrong. I heard it straight from the memo.
Allow me to introduce him to you. During our pursuit of a certain person, we which is why we sought you out.
No need for thanks. The Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice once.
More...
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain...
Who was it again? Don Hung. No, that ain't it. I just...
What's...
Vic. Forget about it. If it slipped all our minds...
Yes, when the dust settles. Everyone, let's hurry up and look for Miss Himeko, shall we?
You're right. Let's...
You guys go. I'm outside.
Look, they're with the...
That's all right. In these times of conflict for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance, furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all. And the family, trapped though it may be...
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good. With the Cienjo Alliance mediating...
You flatter me. But ultimately, it's been all down to the Express. Without your effort, well, would you look at that? Here comes the big hero. Here's the galactic baseballer, the paragon of both heroism and...
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang. There's nothing wrong with her. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't...
He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the harmonic...
He used that tuning
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us.
Speaking of the Oak family head,
It's complicated, but the IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil...
Everyone really has their own...
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? Is she... Why the sigh,
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will track its time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one.
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no... Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express...
Well...
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll just...
Not to worry.
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first.
Thank you. What about you,
Good guess, although I'm not too sure of the reason. The representatives from the IPC have insisted. The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone, please follow me.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
Time to waste money, buddy! Tick-tock! Oh boy! I've eaten too much this time!
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone, please follow me.
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too. Oh, and who is that over there?
It's been a while, my Astral. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Law.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations.
Of course. Topaz.
Sure. Leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from within light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department on...
Well, if that's what it takes to bring...
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Sculum.
Organic life's unrelenting search to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire. Alas, they are nothing but projections of my thought system. After deliberations with my partners, we have decided to defer the progress of the Simulated Universe project.
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection. I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony.
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members... Never mind.
No wonder everyone insists.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight. Looks like Penacony's future is decided.
Peace is our greatest wish.
Well, that's good. Now that everyone's minds are at ease, I shall take my leave. You may now depart with peace of...
If that's the case, it appears that we have no...
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first. I'll pick up March and deal with the checkout procedure. Oh, also, Miss Black Swan.
Nothing escapes your attention.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? Let's go. Our time on Penacony...
Penacony's journey ends here.
This is all due to your heroic deeds in Penacony. Everyone's been moved by your intent.
The navigation meeting is about to start. We're all waiting for you. Ahem. Looks like everyone's present.
This a meeting to decide our next stop?
Hold your horses, cowboy.
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request. As you all may know, the Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant...
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now.
Understood, Miss March. I promise you, you'll never see me in your room while you're taking a break.
Don't!
All right. Now that everyone's met Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. If it weren't for you all unearthing the truth about Penacony, what they had to go through was regrettable. But I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you. Thank you, everyone. Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka. A planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside. The second choice is the agate world Melustanen, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites. The third choice is Edostar, a planet nestled within a vast ion storm region. Currently, the last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravi.
Ooh, so...
Next up, everyone will select the destiny.
If that's the case, how about we go to Edostar?
March is right. Though the fact that the...
You and Dan Hung make good points.
If that's the general sentiment...
4 votes for Edostar. Looks like we have a winner. Next stop, then this navigation meeting is adjourned. I'll go check the warp jump coop when it's time to make the jump. Pom-Pom.
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
Please let this trip be uneventful, please. Come on, start
This astral... I can live with... You can't...
You're fast becoming an... Don't downplay your achievements. Everyone has witnessed your growth. I've known many warriors, and it's not been easy for you these past few days. You've...
Come to think of it, this trip to Penacony was the first time we trailed. It's all right. I understand your concern, but it's okay. Turn in early today. You've really been pushing yourself hard recently. If you don't take this chance to recharge, it could...
Oh, you're here. Seeing your reflection among this... How about it? This journey of beauty. There's a rich scent of curiosity here. So, how about you hand that small parting gift back to me? Oh? I just stumbled upon it before I explain. I would like to apologize to you. This farewell gift I gave you. Remember when we entered the hotel in the dreamscape for the first time? And this way, I can always be attuned to your location. Ready? But this is not its most... Light cones are slices of light used to encapsulate solidify. It can etch your memories in their most vivid form. And then... all the world is born from the power of mind and soul. And that power is memory. Life, seemingly vast, offers but a scant collection. Memory is a reflection of the future. Within that reflection, I see your unparalleled worth. You and that memory will be as scintillating as... How adorable. But do you know the deeper meaning behind it? The reason is simple. In this grandiose and ostentatious dream of the families, only you personally experienced the entire course. Patience, my friend. I will reveal the... Turn around and take a look at your friends. Every one of them is reveling at the arrival of their next I'm looking for an opportune time. A time when you're totally at ease. How about one fine night? I will prepare the candles, aromatics, and even a cushy couch to create a cozy dreamland.
Hi! Hello! Attention all! The express is about to make the jump!
It looks like we're finally about to set off. That's right. As a small token of compensation for playing that little life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companions. In the year 2158 of the Amber Era, the first year of the new epoch, the universe resumed its intended trajectory. The kindling of conspiracy smoldered in Penacony, the land of the dreams. Failing to erupt into a blaze, it instead flickered briefly on Klapoth's anvil, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The dead and those fated to die remain in their eternal slumber, while the living find solace in deep sleep. All clamored in a cacophony of silence, and then went about their own ways. The cosmos emanated a vitality characteristic of a new era, all for the modest price of a brother and sister's mild grief. Babies are born as stars extinguish. The silver rail unfolds. The story of the Astral Express comes to a close, yet it also embarks anew. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. If you can pick the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds. You're feeling very relaxed now, aren't you? So it's time to tell you a little bedtime story. Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony, but don't panic. The truth, as horrifying as it may be, is not yet irreversible. Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything that happened before. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced. Are you ready for it? Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream. When you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation. After that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan, but that resulted. The 2 cases of death prompted you to investigate the truth behind the sweet dream. Despite your efforts to gather meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the pawns. In the midst of a fierce battle, that strike foiled Aventurine's plan and opened a passage between the sweet dream and the original memory zone. You split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron. However, it turned out that finally the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over. This marks the end of the thrilling journey in Penacony. The major flaw, which contradicts all the known information. Are you suggesting that the sleeping and shapeless never That's a very astute guess. But unfortunately, I'll discard that incorrect answer for you. Take your time. Well, although the fake deaths, I'll go ahead and eliminate. It is true that Gallagher is a history fictionologist. This is not the fatal Little Misha. He's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble. But his ambition... Well, Misha is a rather special memory zone meme. And a life born in the memory zone could never manifest in reality. So, the answer is simple. He is the one fatal variable that are still trapped in the... Wake up, sleepyhead. Break free from this eternal dream.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2...
This way, darling.